Very well, everyone. Welcome back to Let's Play Grandia II. Last time we have defeated the tongue of Valmar and freed the town of Ryudo. However, this time we're not going to move on with the story. Instead, we're gonna go ahead and talk to a bunch of NPCs. I know I said I was going to talk to a lot of them, but there are actually some things that I want to do. Because again, much of the lore of this world and this game is hidden in NPC dialogues. So today, what I did, first, I reloaded an older save. This is just before just after rather, we enter Ryudo Cave, so we haven't actually defeated the tongue yet. People are still starving here, and I want to talk to a couple of them, and then we'll go back to our normal save. I got to meet with a customer now. I can't sit around here like this. I've got to hurry. The fire that burns brightly burns quickly. You need rest. I'm afraid that time is money, and I can't afford a day off. Let me explain something. In business, trust comes first, second, third, and fourth. Charm is a distant fifth. Wrong. Money comes first, second, third, and fourth. My sword guarantees trust. Never mind, you're wasting your time on me. Arm root doesn't help me look good, but I'm not some wimp who's about to collapse. And that's it. No, I just wanted to show that off because I like that phrase of Ryudo. And then I want to go ahead and talk to the priest of all people. My sons, you have discovered anything? Ah, a beastman. It is unusual for one such as yourself to be here, is it not? No more unusual than the coming of winter or the howl of an eastern wind. Is your own presence equally as portentous? No, answer not. But tell me, is there nothing I may do to aid you? Nothing. Our lives are as rivers. Our troubles naught but stones in a riverbed. We flow around them as we must. The rivers move without the aid of man, as do I. Good father, one's trouble belonged to none but oneself. A man may not truly lift his own burdens if they are taken from him. A lonely existence. But an honest one. At least we can pull our own weight. Anyway, we should really get back to exploring those ruins. And it's kinda it. Now, there are a lot of things, of like reactions that people will get now that Mary is in the party. And that's what kind of want to show off. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave this down and load our actual save file. And here we are, back in Carbo Village. There's a few things here that I wanted to show off. Now that we have Mary in the team and after the boss has been defeated, because if you come here before the boss has been defeated, people that react as though Mary and Ron are not here at all. You cannot also make dinner. You can only rest. But definitely want to check out the fountain here. I don't think we've seen this. Looks like someone forgot to hang an out of order sign on our body here. Someday we shall build a new statue grander than the last. Then I want to go into house 3. That's what my notes say. Go into house 3. I don't know why. I think there's a funny dialogue and that's kind of it. I don't think it relates to Merrick, this one at least. Is it you? Oh, it's my dear Elena. What's wrong? Was your journey difficult? Did that geohound do anything nasty to you? Excuse me, please. You make it sound as though something scandalous has happened. Have some faith. Now, you're such a worrywart. I've just returned for a short visit. Please do not spread rumors. You don't have to worry about the village. We're working together to protect it. I'm glad to hear. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and basically, if you talk to the people here, most of the stuff you're going to hear is, oh, Elena, you're back. Yeah, we're back, but just to gather supplies. Oh, good. Having a good time. Blah, blah, blah. That's what the 99% of people are going to say here. Even the priest doesn't have any special dialogue now. But we can have a lot of dialogue if we spend the night. If you're all tired, we'll spend the night here. Is it nice to return after being away for so long? Everyone in town seems to be doing well. I wonder when we can return again. Once we cross the Grana Cliffs, you won't be able to return for quite a while. If you need to say goodbye to someone, you better do it now. You're right, once we board the Skyway, we'll not be able to return so easily. But going to Granas Cathedral is my duty now. I cannot let my nostalgia get in the way of my service to Lord Granas. And that's it for you. This is such a lovely village. The air is clean and the food is good. I would love to live here. I'm glad to hear that. I'm just thankful that I was able to spend so much time here growing up. I really enjoy this village. I just do not know much of the world outside this place. I know virtually nothing outside Carbo. but I have traveled quite far, and seen a great many towns and villages, and this one is rather lovely in comparison. Okay, same dialogue. You. Elena, this is quite a fine village. It is so full of the smells of optimistic souls. Quite refreshing. I'm so glad to hear you say that, Marek. Thank you. I feel as if this village is always looking towards tomorrow. Whatever. I still don't feel like comfortable here. Ryudo, you must learn when to speak and when to order your lip. Ha! Oh, Ryudo, you are like the tree removed from the forest. What is it? What's so funny, Marek? That's it. Ryudo, do you hate this village? Well, I don't hate it. I just don't like it. I do not quite understand you. I just wish you could look beyond what you dislike and focus on what you do like about Carbo. Ryudo, do you really hate this village? I do not understand how you could. You don't? Well, you're still a child with childlike outlooks on life, and I... Oh, stop it with the faces, Elena. Ryudo, your dislike for Carbo makes me sad. Ha! No need to be sad, Elena. Ryudo is certain to like this village. He himself just cannot realize that yet. Again, you bury your feelings within. Would you not like the help of others? The assistance of people who genuinely care? Don't try that, Marek. It's not like that at all. Ha! One day you will awaken, like the dawn. The haze that clouds your mind shall melt away. One day you will realize what I speak of. I shall be waiting. Ryudo, I know the fire burning within your heart. But isn't that right? Why you ask me? I don't understand that sentence. Is that either I don't understand it or is that mistranslation? I shall be waiting for the day when you say that you admit you like this village, Ryudo. Elena, you see, the more you say that, the more stubborn he will become. Trust me, this I know, because he's a tsundere. Oh, is that so? Then I will not speak another word of it. Cut it out already. Say as much as you want, I don't care. Okay, well, let's wait for this day. Marek, so you do believe in Ryudo after all. Rather than believe in him, I know his nature. From within he possesses a kind heart, a forgiving heart. Well, now, slow down there, Marek. I never said... No need for embarrassment. I would never have taken the road with you if I felt otherwise. Okay. And that's kind of it, right? Believe we run out of dialogues. What if I do this? Me envious of this village? Yeah, that's it. You've nailed the head. I guess I can outdo Marek. And... Nope. That's it. We are finished now. I'm almost full. Okay. A bit more insight into Ryudo's personality there. And Marek too, but we'll get more about Marek, I believe, in the next dinner scene. We're done with Carbo, so we're gonna leave the world map and go to the next town. That is Aegir. Or Aegir. Aegir? Now here we have one soldier. I was looking for this, and I believe I was trying to look for this guy right here in some of the episodes previously, but I couldn't find it because he has a funny dialogue. But I believe I couldn't get it because I didn't have Marek in the party. Not that Marek has to participate in it though. It's just weird. You guys again, eh? So this time you're traveling with a kid and a beastman. Okay, so it mentions a beastman, so of course you have to get this dialogue when Marek's in the party. What a motley crew you are. A motley what? Oh, right. Wow, you guys stand out more than those minstrels straying at the inn. Your face will be quite ugly if your mouth is shifted 6 inches to the right, which is where it'll be if you don't shut up. Yeah, I love that. Love that line. That's it. That's all I wanted to show off. But, especially Gonzalo's troop we want to talk to. Because, if you remember, way back when we met them and we talked to them, this guy right here, which is Risotto, he mentioned that Gonzalo showed him a Beastman Fang that he obtained while finding a Beastman. So now that we have a Beastman in our party, what would they say about it? Whoa, what on earth is that? Mr. Risotto, allow me to introduce Mr. Marek, a Beastman. This is a Beastman? But then, what was that creature that Gonzalo took the Fang from? Gonzalo says that the Beastmen can fly, and that they screech as they fly around. If such a creature exists among my people, this is the first I've ever had the pleasure of hearing about it. You don't like that beast my boss was telling me about. You can't be a beastman then. Hey, hairy monster, you can't be a beastman, I'm sure of it. Someone shut this guy up. And that's it for him. Ron, watch out, it's a big hairy monster. No, Mr. Carpaccio, this is no monster, this is Marek. He's a beastman and my friend. This is a beastman? It doesn't look anything like what Gonzola said beastmen look like. That's strange. Gonzola told Ryudo the beastmen are stupid looking, yes, and... I beg your pardon? Nothing. Just forget what I said, Mr. Beastman, sir. That's odd, is where Gonzola said that beastmen were moronic and... Wait, it tricked me again! Not again! Why do I always fell for their tall tales? And that's it for him. Surprisingly, Paella here doesn't say anything about Merrick. She does not care at all. Damn this town, I thought their building would still mean big audiences for us, but we still haven't turned a profit. Business here is dead, we should pack our bags and move to another town. Right, you're a part of Minister Troop, correct? That's right, we haven't done any shows lately, but that's how we make a living, by entertaining people. Gonzalo is the barker, Carpaccio plays music, and I dance. I'm the star of the Gonzalo Ministry Troop. So you all have assigned roles, eh? Well then, what about that big fellow? What does he do? Risotto? You could say his job is to stand there holding the money tray. That makes good sense. Risotto's imposing figures enough to scare away even the most crafty of thieves. That's it, that's all she says. Gonzalo, however... By the light, a beastman? Are you for real? A real beastman? Real? I'm as real as the passing seasons, as real as the grey arms of the forest. You imply that there are fraudulent beastmen? Now that's a conversation I wish I'd never heard. This is incredible. I never thought I'd run across a beastman in these parts. I better keep this a secret from Risotto and Carpaccio, they'll freak out. It's too late, I already talked to them. This is incredible. Okay, this is him. And that's it. We can't have a dinner scene here, though. Be all you boy for getting rid of the monster, spend the night. Everyone must be hungry, right? Come on, eat. It is strange. Sometimes I notice people staring at us as if there's something unusual. What do you expect? A Zeo-hound and a songstress in the same traveling party? There is something unusual about us. And do not forget Marek and I. Overall, we definitely are a very strange combination. Are we really such an unusual combination? Do we stand out that much? Yeah, a Zeo-hound, a beastman, a well-bred boy, and a songstress. We couldn't blend in if we wanted to. I do remember even Gonzalo's jaw dropping when he saw us. He commented that we stood out more than his troop. Never really occurred to me, but we stand out that much. This is good. That Vix is some cook. But where does he get all this food when the town is still such a shambles? Vix was complaining that the food was the hardest thing to get around here. The wolf hunts to fill his stomachs, but he never hunts on an empty stomach. We need food today for strength tomorrow. A full stomach is key in maintaining morale. Vix providing food to the village remains an important role during their troubles. Marek is right. Eating food makes you want to do your best. So Vix's cooking is helping to rebuild the town. Wow, that is great. We can also see here, I mean, we could have seen it in the previous dinner scene, but Marek gets 4 huge meat pieces. I don't know how to call those. And yeah, and I've never pointed this out, but now that there's 4 of us, now you can see a lot of the character's personality from when they eat. So you got Marek, he's got like these huge chunks of meat, and he's got that huge beer or whatever. I think I was gonna say beer, that beer. I don't know what's it called. It's like not a glass. It's that right, what he drinks from. It's definitely not beer, but it reminds me of like where you drink beer from in certain places. So he's got that, and then Ron has got, and as you can see right here, he's got. He's the only one other than Elena that's using a fork and a knife. And he also uses a napkin from now and then to clean his mouth. So he's eating he has like good manners and everything. Because he's from, probably some higher society, like some nobility or something. That's what we can infer. And then, well, you got Elena and Ryudo. They don't do much, but if you look at them enough, eventually you'll see them looking at each other. Like, they don't really look at each other at the same time. Like, Ryudo will stare at Elena and then for a bit, and then he'll just stop, and then Elena will do the same. They already done it a few times already. There it is. Ryudo's turning around. He looks at Elena a little bit and then just goes back to eating. And then Elena does the same as well in a bit. She'll do it. She doesn't do it often. They don't do it often either. Like, it really doesn't do it as well, but yeah. Oh, there she goes. Other than that, let's keep talking to them. The food here smells delectable. It smells good? Marek, whenever you say smell, I think you're always talking about something else. Haha, yes, what you beastmen mean by smell is much different from what we humans mean. Ha, I often forget that our sense of smell differs. It's quite a tasty smell. Whoever is preparing the food does so with the utmost care and love. See what I tell you. I don't know much about Vix's love, but I can definitely vouch for the quality of his cooking. Okay, that's the same. So, Mr. Marek, your nose actually smells people's feelings and emotions? I'm not sure, but it seems as though our senses of smell are quite different. Smells are very important to all beastmen. It is an ability that all my brethren are born with, and which we consider commonplace. You can smell people's feelings and emotions. Amazing, huh? Come to think of it, I almost know nothing about beastmen. This is the first time I've ever met one. Tell me, Marek, what are the beastmen like? Are they all warriors like yourself? Before I answer that, answer me this. What is your race like? Like? But we're all different. Ah, I see now. Among beastmen, everyone is unique and different. Beastmen are all very different. It would be very difficult to generalize. I hope I did not offend you with such a stupid question, Marek. I'm not offended at all, Elena. A hunger to know about the world should never be frowned upon. Okay, then we go back to him then. Many clans of beastmen live at one with nature, while others group of beastmen inhabit towns and villages alongside humans. My clan lives deep within an unspoiled forest teeming with wildlife. That sounds absolutely wonderful. I only know of life in Carbo. Your home sounds like a dreamland to me. Everyone in my clan has a specific purpose. It is a very communal atmosphere. Some hunt, others farm. I became a warrior. Too many people think that all beastmen are tough guys like Marek. Most of them that I've met are actually quite easygoing. Wow, there's so much I do not understand about the world. I wish to know more. Elena, there is no shame in being naive. You're yet young and you will learn much in the coming years. During your trip, you will learn a lot about the world. Not only you do your quest for your church, you quest for yourself as well. Thank you, Marek. Your words are very encouraging. I've been in my field of the rest of you. Okay, you're stopped. There are beastmen in my land. They are talented musicians who always entertain our festivals with song and dance. I never tire of their song and dance, accompanied by the sweet melody of the distinctive flute they play. Wow, beastmen singing and dancing? I would love to see that. Seem pretty interested. Afraid of a little competition, Mr. Songstress? No, that's not what I meant. It just sounds wonderful. I would much like to see this festival that Ron spoke of. Your song and dance are so elegant. I hope I get a chance to show you someday. Up until now, my wonders existed of Carbo. From what you say, Marek, Urim sounds like a wonderful place. My home. The climate is mild, the food is good, and the arms of the forest hug the village tight, keeping it safe. And that's it. It'd be good for you when we visit some other towns. We're sure to pass through a few on our travels to the cathedral. You have done. I believe that is it for this scene. Let's see this. Nope. I believe that is all the dialogue we can get on this one. We are finished. Alright. And now we have the last one, is just the one in... well, we can go here, it doesn't really matter. Is there anything else here I want to do in a gear? No, dinner scene, the soldier, and Gonzola. No, that's it. Not Carbo. Like you. Now, before we get to the dinner scene, though, I want to talk to a man in the church for some reason. Probably another funny dialogue. Let's hear it. And it is the man that is sitting on here on the left. The father here helped me after I collapsed. Afterward, I had a talk with him. The followers of Granas are extraordinary. They care not about profit and cost. How can such people even exist? Why is it so surprising? Is it not only natural to think of first of assisting someone who is in need? Ryudo? Yeah, right. Altruism is just my gig. Whatever, let's go. I think some kittens are stuck in some nearby trees. I talked with the father. I asked him why he helped me. I told a stranger without asking anything in return. We're all brothers and sisters in the eyes of Lord Granas. It is only natural that we help each other. How can you spout this nonsense with a straight face? Look, if you don't look out for yourself, no one will. The father said pretty much what the girls have said. Nothing of your comments. Teaching Lord Granas that I've heard from the father, from you, young lady, they're like a breath of fresh air. Oh, is that right? I've always taken them as a common sense. And that is it. Yeah, this is some funny Ryudo lines as per usual. We'll get more. Well, maybe. I don't know. I don't know how much I will be willing to hunt for them off screen. And now, the Actually, the longest dinner scene, because this one is pretty long. Nope, it's not this house. I don't want to dine at the house of some random NPC. Even though I can enter their house anytime I want. That would be a bit rude. Okay, spend the night. Go ahead, eat as much as you like. Finally, we can actually eat good food here. Which is the same food as everywhere else, because the models are the same. Now to gain the sense of taste, we can eat. So we're about to cross the granite cliffs. I can't believe we're really going to cross over that big chasm. It makes me nervous. Yes, we shall cross the granite cliffs soon. Elena, is the first time you've ever seen the granite cliffs? Yeah, it's the first time, but remember, Ron, most things are new to country girls like Elena. Alright, that's about enough of that, Ryudo. So tell me, everyone, were you nervous the first time you crossed these granite cliffs? Oh, I'm so nervous, I still cannot believe we'll be crossing over that chasm. Actually, I do not recall the first time I crossed the granite cliffs. I guess my mind was on other things. Huh? Something was more attention-grabbing than the granite cliffs? What could that have been? I was running with Gonzola and some others. At one point, Risotto started to panic, running and yelling, "I'm getting off!" Risotto? You mean the big fool Risotto? I could see how he's running about with distract passengers. All I can remember is his face, flinging forth tears and snot as he cried and shouted. The legends of my people say that the granite cliffs are where lost wandering spirits are consumed. The first time I crossed the granite cliffs, I too felt rather uneasy. Hey, that reminds me of a legend I've heard. That you can hear the cries of all the people who have fallen into the granite cliffs. Come on now, you're kidding, right? Ryudo, maybe the cries heard are from all the lost souls who gather at the granite cliffs. Really now, Ryudo, did you really hear such a legend? That was a joke, right? About the voice of someone who fell in the granite cliffs. No, it's true. It's a spooky, tortured voice. A shrill cry from the bottom of the cliffs. Why, are you afraid, Elena? There are many wandering spirits like that. Lord Granas, please grant eternal peace to these poor lost souls. So, why aren't you afraid? Okay. And I think I want to talk to Ron. The wind blows through the granite cliffs. It starts swirling around in there, and the noise it makes sounds like human cries. Oh, I get it. So there are not wandering spirits after all. Kid, there's going to be one wandering spirit here real soon if you don't learn how to keep your mouth shut. I love that interaction. Ha, Elena, you should not be allowed yourself to be tricked by Ryudo. He's as sly as any fox I've ever seen. Don't even get me started, Merrick. It is unfortunate for Elena to be his victim. Anyway, I'm happy to know that you were only joking about the wandering spirits. It would be so terrible if it were true. Even if some poor lost souls really went wandering around, Granas is still with them. Which begs the question, why are there poor lost souls at all? Is Supreme Being Granas too busy to help them? Okay, same stuff. Well, maybe it's a little different, but... each region has its own stories about the granite cliffs. It would take forever and a day to tell them all. Okay, give me a second here. I'm trying to... There we go. Trying to put myself in a better position on the chair. Should not be allowed to be... Okay, it's the same dialogue. Now, here's interesting. If you do this... if you select stay up and talk some more... you get to choose the conversation tree. Listen to the same person. We're basically going to restart what we just heard. Listen to Elena. I believe it's the same, right? Elena want to preach anything you want to preach us about, any question or anything. Like to ask about the granite cliffs, yes. So we're gonna hear the same thing. They're really repeating the same dialogue. Staying up to talk some more. I want to hear from Ron first. Ron, what do you want to talk about? Me, I would like to talk about the Skyway. How did you all feel the first time you saw it? I still cannot understand how such a huge thing like the Skyway made of steel and wood can fly. Well, I read in a book that it uses hot air generated by an internal combustion engine. Anyway, this internal combustion engine... Ron, I'm not in the mood for a mechanical engineering how-to speech. It flies and that's enough for me. Yet they call me bird-brained. How in the world can such a big thing manage to soar across the sky? I'm rather worried. It keeps me awake at night. Anyway, you look at it, I doubt we would have bumped into one if it were not for the Skyway. There remains one thing about the Skyway that remains a mystery to me. Excuse my naivety, but how did they put their rope up? The one that is anchored on both sides of the granite cliffs. Merrick, that's easy. They attach the rope to one side of the cliffs and they run the rest over by Skyway. Perhaps you do need an engineering lecture. You see, the rope has to be up in order for the Skyway to fly at all. Skyway's rope. You know, I never thought about it either. I wonder as to the explanation. Books are highly overrated. Sometimes you gotta think for yourself. Yeah, suppose you're right, Ryudo. Hey, how about if a huge spider spun the rope like a web? A rope was spun by a huge spider? Ron, you have quite an imagination. Skyway's rope. Maybe some huge bird is holding that rope in his beak and flying along. Sky could never do that. Hell, he couldn't even keep me aloft when he tried to, according to him, rescue me. I should have let those lizards feast on you. Still really puzzled about how it works. I lie awake at night worrying about it. Using the imagination is much more fun than reading from books. Still find it somewhat discomforting to see a machine that can fly without wings. Yeah, so basically the takeaway from that is books bad. Yeah, that's the takeaway from that conversation. Talk some more. Let's hear Merrick. Merrick, what do you want to talk about? I would like to know about how everyone feels about the things that have happened recently. Does everyone share Ryudo's skeptical view of the townspeople? To be honest, I really do not understand it myself, but at least what we did turned out to be for the best. We can certainly be happy about that. Yes, Ryudo, it is good that we were able to get on board the Skyway after all, right? People in this town care only about money. They seem blind to any other kind of joy. I hope I'm wrong. Can you please be any more naive? That kind of blind optimism is going to get you into trouble, Princess. It's okay, if I do get into trouble, some Geohound will surely come along and rescue me. Shots fired. You're right, we seldom appreciate the most obvious joys in life, we take them for granted. Are you listening, Ryudo? You should, as you're always quick to whine about any little problem. Well, it's damn hard to be cheery in the face of your constant criticism. It's only when we recover that we have thought lost... It's only when we recover what we have thought lost do we learn to appreciate its value. Elena's felt that all along. You're gonna need some comments here, game. She is about as naive as they come. How can anyone have such blind faith in other people? I have faith in the word of Lord Granas. If everyone has such faith and supported each other, think how happy they would be. It's the same. It's the same. How soon people forget the joy of good food, friends, family, and other familiar things, yet opportunities arise to remind them. And Elena is the one who creates those opportunities. I did nothing, it was Ryudo. It was his hard work that did it. Me? Sorry, sister, but I don't buy into your redeeming lost souls nonsense. I'm on the clock doing what I need to make money. It was not me to have the ability to remind the stones people when matters most. I wouldn't be so quick to sing my praises if I were you, songstress. And that's kind of it. Okay. I've had enough. Get up and leave. Okay, you're away with words, and that's it for this episode. We have done absolutely nothing, but we got some lore on the Skyway, on the world, on a bit of more on Ryudo and Merrick. Next time we'll leave on the Skyway for real this time.